Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm33 here, and today we're doing a new series on the channel, and that is called Tuesday Top 10s. And to kick things off for this is the very first episode of the series, and to kick things off, we're doing my all-time top 10 games. This is just completely my opinion on how much I enjoyed games and like how hooked I've gotten on them. And so yeah, let's get started. At the number 10 slot, we have Assassin's Creed Unity. Now, that game, it was definitely flawed, but this was when I first got my Xbox One. My Xbox One was what truly got me into gaming. I got it with a bundle with Assassin's Creed Unity and Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and Assassin's Creed Unity, it was the first major AAA game that I ever beat and that I ever fell in love with, and I still love the game. It was really enjoyable. In the background here, you guys will just see me doing some Destiny patrols and stuff. But yeah, so Assassin's Creed Unity is at my number 10 spot. At my number 9 spot is another game in that series, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Now, this game I started playing just before I started playing Unity, because Unity wasn't quite downloaded yet, so I started Black Flag a little bit, but as soon as Unity was downloaded, I skipped right to Unity. But then after I beat it, after a little bit, I went back to Black Flag, and I realized it was a really, really good game, and I've played it for countless hours. It's a really, really amazing Assassin's Creed game. It's a great pirate game, and it was actually the game that got me into the series back in 2013 or so. I never actually got the game, but it seemed really awesome.
The city's feeding all active
But
requests through Shiri.
yeah,
So hit the
next
beacons and he'll
up
point
on
us
the
toward
list
any
at our
trouble.
number 8 slot, we have Watch Dogs 2. Now, this is a game that I was extremely hyped for right from the get-go. I love the Watch Dogs franchise, and it just looked so amazing. Like, Wrench looked like such a fun character, and the gameplay looked so great, and like the parkour system seemed so fluid, and it just all around seemed really good. But yeah, at the same time, another reason why I loved it so much was it was the first game that in PvP I ever truly got to a really high rank at. Like it's not the game that I'm the best in at PvP, because that's Destiny, because I'm a really good sniper in Destiny, but it was the first game I actually got to a high rank in, and that is Diamond 1, I think. Yeah, Diamond 1 or Diamond 2 in the 2v2 game, 2v2 PvP of Watch Dogs 2. So that holds a special place in my heart, and I had a lot of hype for it. At number 7, we have For Honor. Now, even though I have sort of drifted away from this game, I haven't played in a while and stuff, I still do love it as a game. The combat was revolutionary. It was truly amazing. Like, when I first played For Honor, and then I went back to Assassin's Creed Black Flag for a little bit, it just confused me so bad, because it just was trippy, like how I couldn't lock on to enemies, and it just completely threw me off, because it was such an amazing game. Like, I know I've drifted away from it and stuff, but that's just because my interests have gotten away from that sort of timeline and game and stuff. It's a bad game or anything, but I just haven't played it much. But yeah, that's why it has my number 7 slot. At our number 6 spot, we have Uncharted 4. Now, this game is a really high quality game. Like, beautiful graphics, amazing story, great gameplay, everything. It was an amazing game. Oh, I still have my Imperium Bellicose on it. And it was one of the first games that me and my friends, mostly me and Ashton, got truly hyped for. Like, we were so excited for the game, and then we were also really upset when it got delayed, but it's an amazing game. I love it, and like, it's really gorgeous, and the characters are fun and everything. and that's why it has my number 6 spot. And now we're moving on to the top 5 portion of this video. And at number 5, kicking things off in the top 5 half, we have Rocket League. Now, this game is a really fun game to play with friends. Like, I mean, a really good game. And it has a huge skill gap. Like, it takes a lot of skill to be good at, but it's at the same time a really fun game to play. And the main reason why it's so high up on my list is because it is probably my favorite game to play with my good friend and brother Corbin. But yeah, moving on to my number 4 spot, we have Need for Speed Rivals. Now, not a lot of you know me personally, but for those of you that know me really personally, you'll know that I personally love sports cars, like a lot. And that's only like the really close people who know that. But yeah, I love them, and I love racing games. And Rivals, its driving was it's just so good. It has such a nice feel to it. The cars in the game are so amazing, and I've just played, like, it's probably my most played game on my Xbox One. I have just put in so many hours into that game, and I played it like religiously until I was like as good as I felt like I could be. Like, I played until I felt like I was at the top of my game, like making it out of cop chases from like anywhere from 5 to 8 cops, 2 helicopters, like 4 roadblocks, like all that stuff I was getting out of it. And that is when I felt like I was at the peak of my skill in the game, and that's around the time that I got my PS4. But yeah, it's just got a special place in my heart as the best racing game I've ever played, and it's just really fun because who doesn't want to be what kind of like teenage boy who loves fast cars hasn't ever had the fantasy of being a top-notch race car driver who escapes the cops with ease? Like, I sure as hell have, and this game let me live through that. Moving on to my number 3 spot, we have Sleeping Dogs. Oh, I got stuck there. I wasn't even paying attention. I have a little list next to me that I'm using. I just wrote it up a few seconds ago before I started recording. Oh, he lagged. But yeah, at our number 3 spot, we have Sleeping Dogs, and this game, it was amazing. Like, for those of you who are unaware, it's kind of a pretty low-key game, but in the game, you take the control of Wei Shen, who is a badass undercover cop infiltrating a triad in Hong Kong. The gameplay is fun. You get to like open doors and hit pedestrians, which is lit. And as someone who was coming from Watch Dogs, it was really trippy to have to switch over and drive like along the side, like on the other side of the road. Like, that was trippy, but I managed. And plus, it has one of the most engaging stories I've ever played. Like, not gonna spoil anything, but like when a major character would die, I would feel like super angry about it, and I would want to go deal with the people who killed him, like really badly want to injure that person. And that's like the first game that's ever truly done that. Plus, it makes you feel really badass. Like, it was all around just a really good game. And then here we have at our number 2 slot, we have a game that I'd never played because I never played on last gen. I became a real gamer playing AAA titles and open world games and more violent games when I got my Xbox One. so I was never a last gen gamer. I still played on my Xbox 360, but I never got this game. But I recently got PlayStation Now, and I've been playing this game religiously since, and it is just so amazing. And that game is Saints Row the Third. Now, there's someone in my class who loves GTA, like it's the only game he seems to play, and I've told him like this game is actually better than GTA, and he does not believe me. And well, quality wise it's definitely not better, there's still some issues, but in regards to just raw fun, I don't think anything beats Saints Row, especially the third, because just think about it, what other game allows you to, like, what other game has a designated button for punching people in the sack? I cannot think of a game. I cannot think of one. Oh, that's fun. But yeah, it's a really amazing game. And also, what another reason why it's better is what other game, wait. Oh, I didn't pick up the mission I was supposed to, goddammit. Okay, but what other game allows you to beat up pedestrians with a giant purple dildo? Just, at that point, you just gotta drop the mic and walk out. Cause that's all you need to prove. Like, you cannot say that GTA, where you can make your own character to look like you and to look badass, where you can hit people with dildos, you cannot say that does not sound amazing. Because it just, plain simple, it sounds fantastic. Like, it actually makes me feel really, really gangster. And it also has an amazing, amazing campaign with excellent missions, with gorgeous set pieces. Like, there's no other game where I have jumped out of a plane and flipped around shooting other people, like shooting people while I'm in the air. Ooh. And yeah, like there's no other game where I've done that. And then only to have to shoot out the windows of said plane because it's coming around me, and then break through the glass and soar through the plane, killing everyone in sight, and then flying out the end again to save a hot chick. Like that's just not something you've seen in another game. And some of the other amazing set pieces I can think of, like the opening mission alone. You go to a bank, you go rob a bank, but then everything goes sideways and you're suddenly getting shot at, and then things go even worse for you, and you're having to fend off like hordes of SWAT units while hanging from a safe. And it's just such an amazing game. But it still does not top the #1 game, in my opinion, on this list. And that game is the one and only Destiny. Like, this game has made me so mad and so frustrated, especially in the time where I couldn't play it. That was when I got the most frustrated. And the different metas that it's gone through, like the current Crucible meta, it's just the most frustrating thing ever. Like, no, but it's really frustrating. Like,
Oh no.
why would I want? Like, it's terrible how I am forced to put up with constant fusion grenades, but at the same time, this game was the first game I properly played truly religiously. Like, I would wake up in the morning really early before school, I would play it, then I'd go to school, and then when I got home, as soon as I got home, I'd play it till I had sports. Then when I got back from sports, I'd go play this game again. And on the weekends, I'd wake up early, I'd set an alarm on the weekends with my friends, and we'd play for hours without stopping. It was just so good.
I've got a lock on a target with a hefty price
And
on the head. Details are
it's
uploaded
just
to
the
your goods
best.
now.
I love this game to bits. Can't wait for Destiny 2. It's gonna be amazing. But yeah, that's gonna do it for the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys are liking the sound of this new series, definitely drop a like as it supports the channel, and comment down below that you guys are enjoying this series. Another thing I want you guys to comment down below on is you guys have a week to figure out which one you want, but you have 2 options for what we're gonna do for next week's Tuesday top 10, and those 2 options are top 10 my top 10 game franchises, or my top 10 gaming protagonists. Okay? But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely leave a like as it supports the channel. Comment down below which one you want to see for my next episode. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Threats down.